right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our strength training session. So today we're going to begin with our warm-up. So we're going to start off with the feet hip-width apart. And what we're going to do first is we're going to do a squat down, and then we're going to come up and we're going to do a fold forward to focus on the lower back and then a lot of the muscles of the lower body. So we're going to squat down, lift up, fold forward with a little bit of a bend in the knee, back down for 2, fold forward, and 3, fold forward, a little bit of a bend in that knee, 4, 5, 6, folding forward, bending that knee, 7, and one more, 8. All right, good work. Okay, so let's bring the feet nice and wide. So 2 ways that we can do this one. We can sink into the knees, moving side to side. And of course, remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And also you can fold it forward, hands to the floor, walking side to side, really focusing on sinking into those knees, the hips, the ankles. And then just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath here. For a couple more, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so first bring it back to center, walk those feet in, and then rounding the back 1 vertebrae at a time, roll it up. All right, so standing up nice and tall, we're going to extend the right leg back, coming into the lunge position. I want you to sink into the hip here, squeezing the glute. So the leg that's back, you're squeezing the glute. You're opening up this area here to stretch, and then we're going to reach towards the sky, lower the arms down, woo, bring them up, and then I want you to reach side to side, 1, 2, and then spinal rotation here across the midsection. The big lift up, squeeze that glute, lower the arms, come back to cactus arms, reach to the side, 1, 2, and then across the midsection, 1, 2. Okay, so let's switch the feet. Okay, so popping that left hip forward now, and then thinking about squeezing the glute, big lift up, lower down, reach to the side, 1, 2, and then across, 1, 2, and then big lift, 1, and then back to center, reach, 1, 2, and then across the section, midsection here. For 1 more, nice big lift up, lower down, arms to the sides, big stretch, 1, 2, and then across the midsection, 1, 2, and then step it forward. Okay, so good job, guys. So let's bring the right leg behind. So just coming into a pivot. So I want the right leg behind, you're facing to the left, and then we're just gonna pump that heel up and down, focusing on the calf here. And just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. More pumps. Good, and then we'll just change it over to the other side. So pressing that heel to the floor, nice big lift up. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right, okay, so bring it back to center. Let's try some big arm hugs here. So hugging the body. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right. Okay, and then big lift to the sky, nice big vertical stretch up and down. All right. Okay, so let's bring it down to the mat. We'll do a few stretches here, focusing on the wrists. So we're gonna just come forward into tabletop position. So first palm, we're gonna spin it around so that the fingertips are facing the knee. So stretching the wrist. And then bring it back, and then the other palm, we're spinning it around Fingertips are facing the knee. And then we'll bring it back. So a little bit more warming up that upper body. We're going to come into a nice big reach in child's pose. I want you to round the back like a mad cat, coming down from the knees. We're going to do a push-up and then come back into that child's pose stretch, rounding the back as you lift, another push-up, and then coming back. So we're going to aim for a few more here, rounding the back, lowering down, push up, coming back, and then again, rounding the back, lower down, push up, and then coming back into that child's pose, and then coming back up. So bring yourself into the tabletop again. We're going to take the right fingertips, rest them at the temples. You're going to rest your left forearm onto the mat. So from the front view, it's going to look like this. You're going to take the right palm, fingertips to the temple. The elbow is bent to the side. And then we're just going to lower the elbow down, tap the other elbow, lift up. So you're doing a little cross body work here, opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest, and just working a little bit through the core to stretch everything out. And then we'll just change it over to the other side. So fingertips to the temple, elbow to elbow, lift up, elbow to elbow, lift up, lowering down, big squeeze. A few more. And last one. Good, and then rest. Okay, so we should feel pretty good and warm now. So we're going to start off. We've got a tri set of exercises to do. So what that means is that we have 3 exercises, so tri set, so 3 exercises in a row. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to do some dumbbell chest presses on the mat. We're going to do some farmer carries with some squats. And we're going to do some double arm rows for the back. So we're going to start first on the mat on the floor. And we're going to begin with the chest presses. So I'm having my cup of tea with you guys this morning. If you're doing the morning workout, just doing some leaded workouts, some fuel with lead workouts. All right. So arms to the sky. Now, in the past programs, you know, I tell you to bring your feet to the sky if you want to integrate the lower abs. You can also bring the come into bridge. You'd be focusing a little bit more on glutes here as well as core. Okay, or alternatively, we're just resting the feet on the floor. Okay, so we're gonna aim for 15 reps here. Nice big squeeze up all the way over top of the chest. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so let's rest. We're gonna bring it up, and the next one we're gonna do is called the farmer carry. So you're just gonna take the heaviest weights that you have, and we're gonna do some walks. So you're gonna walk it forward, and then I'm gonna integrate a couple little squats here. We're gonna go for 2 squats, then turn around, walk it back, and then turn around. We're gonna do 2 more squats here, 1, 2. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna time you. So instead of counting out your squats and your walks, we're gonna go for 45 seconds of work. So let's get ready. We're gonna begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin when you're ready. So you're just working at your own pace here. We're going to be working for 45 seconds. And then just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Remember, the feet are hip width apart for your squat. Maybe in your space, you can walk in circles in your living room. I don't know how much space you have to walk in a straight line, but anything works good. You have 10 seconds left on the clock. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, so in the standing position, we're going to do our third exercise of this tri set. So in that bent over position, we're going to do the arm row, so double arm row up and down. As you lift the arms up, I want you to breathe out, squeezing the upper back. Okay, so let's get in position. I'm also going to demo a variation, a seated variation. So your seated variation can be done on a ball. It can also be done on a chair. Okay, just make sure that the surface is somewhat firm. Like sitting on the couch, you just might sink a little bit too deep into that position. So I would just be a little cautious of that. Okay, so let's get ready. Holding forward, nice big lift up. Breathing out for 2, 3, squeezing that back, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so let's take a rest. I'm going to give you a few seconds on the clock. Grab yourselves a drink, and then we're going to move back into the dumbbell chest press again. Okay, so that means that we're going to be on the floor. This time, what I'm going to demo a chest press on the ball. So for those of you that may have a ball at home that you want to use, I'm going to show you the variation on the ball. So for those of you that are using the floor, let's move on down to the floor. Okay, so if you're on that ball, you're seated right on top, and you're going to roll out, keeping the dumbbells close to the chest, lifting up through the heels of the feet, keeping that butt nice and tight. All right, so let's get ready. Here we go. We're going to pump that out nice and strong. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. 1. Squeeze the butt. Make sure those hips are up. 2, 3, 4. Last 1. And 5. Okay, so if you're on your ball, tuck your dumbbells to your chest and walk your feet up, sitting up into the upright position. So you're using your abdominal wall to move yourself from the lower position to the upper position, making sure that you're not sliding off the ball and hitting your butt on the floor. That can be a little bit tough on your lower back and on your tailbone. So just make sure, walk your feet and then do a sit up as you come up. So you're kind of making the movement mash all together. Okay, so back to farmer carry. So let's get into position. You've got your dumbbells at the sides. Remember, you're doing 2 squats at the end of your walk range. So it's getting ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then here we go. So walking and squatting, walking and squatting. So remember, it's 2 squats using any available space that you have. Maybe you get a 3 steps in or 4 steps, whatever you have. Alternatively, you can stand and do some pretend moving forward. You can just do the marching movement if you don't have a lot of space. All right, so we're 30 seconds in. We have 15 seconds left on the clock. Let's keep that going nice and strong. And remember, when you do that squat down, you want to keep that chest slightly up. So don't fold forward in your squat. And we're going to finish in 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, good. All right, so moving on, we're going to come into some double arm rows again. So in that bent over position, the back is flat, arms are to the sides, and then nice big lift up. Okay, so nice big squeeze into the back. We got 3, keeping the abs tight, 4, 5, 6. Remember to breathe out as you pull up, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, and 15. Good. All right. Nice work, guys. Okay, so that was the conclusion of those 3 exercises together. So we're going to move on. So take a break, grab a drink. I'm going to talk about the next round. So we're going to do some dumbbell arm curls next for the biceps. We're going to do some tricep extensions. Okay, so tricep extension for the back of the arm, and then some front raises for the front of the shoulder here. Okay, so for the bicep curl one, so there's a couple variations that you can do. You can do the palms facing up, okay, or palms facing in. Okay, so let's get ready. We're going to aim for 15 repetitions. Nice big lift up, where we're going to breathe out, keeping the knees a little bit soft for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, squeezing at the top, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 3 more. We're aiming for 1, 2, and 3. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so next one we're going to do is the tricep extension. So I'm just going to come over to the camera a little bit closer. I want to show you how to cup the dumbbell. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take your palms, you're going to cup your dumbbell. It's going to look like this. Okay, so don't do the dumbbell hold like that. So I want it cupped at the one end. So the end that's being cupped is going to be the one that's closest to the sky, the top of the dumbbell. And you're going to come into a little bit of a split stance to help with balance. Keep the elbows tucked in, and then nice big lift up. So breathing out as you lift. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Okay, good job. So moving on to front raises. So bending a little bit at the knees, I lowered my weights for this movement. So we're going to lift the arms to the front, and then we're going to lower back down. So we're going to aim for 12 repetitions. So abs are tight, knees are bent, and then big lift up. We're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so just taking note on that one, when you lower the arms down, try to use control as you come down. So just don't use momentum, don't swing the arms. I want lots of control on the up movement and lots of control on the down movement. Okay, so that's a break, guys. So let's grab a quick drink, and then we're going to move back to those arm curls again. Okay. Now, if you did maybe palm spacing in on this set, maybe do palm spacing up on the next set. Okay, so knees are bent a little, palms are facing forward. We're going to do nice big lift up, squeeze at the top, and just go slow on the way down. Use a slower tempo to make the arm work, noticing the difference and breathing out. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's aim for 3 more. Big lift. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Okay, so placing that other dumbbell onto the floor, we're going to cup that one dumbbell. So one palm resting over the other. We're going to bring that up to the sky. You're going to come into a split stance, and then we're just going to press that dumbbell to the sky. So nice big lift up for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, and 15. Okay, good job. Okay, so back to front raises. Okay, so bending a little bit in the knees. And remember not to swing on the down or the up movement. So nice big lift up. We have lots of control in the movement. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and breathing out, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 2, 1, and 2. All right. Okay, so that was round 2 of that tri set. So let's grab a drink. Let's take a rest. We're going to move on. Okay, so coming up next, we're going to be doing some lunges, and we're going to be doing some side step squats, and we're going to be doing some calf raises. So basically focusing on the lower part of the body. Now, for your lunges, you can do this one with or without weight. But what we're going to do, we're going to do all one side. So you're going to step the left foot forward. You're going to lift the right heel, and we're just going to work up and down. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into position, and we'll aim for 12. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's keep that going nice and strong. 5, 6. And remember to breathe out as you come up. 7, 8, 9, keeping the abs nice and tight. 10, we have 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, so let's change over to the other side. So sinking down into the knee and hip. So just remember that both knees are bending together, so everything's working together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's keep it going, guys. 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good job. Okay, so shake it out. Okay, so next one. So again, with or without the weights, we're going to integrate a side step, not a side lunge. So side step, and then a squat down, and then back to side step, and then squat down. Okay, so basically just sort of working somewhat of the length of the mat if you have it, or just as far as that step can take you in traveling laterally. Okay, so let's get ready. We're gonna step to the side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so again, with or without the weight, we're gonna do a calf raise. So double leg, weights at the side, maybe one weight at the chest if that's what you wanna do, or a hand on the wall or the chair. The big lift up, squeezing through the feet for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, and 15. All right, guys. Okay, so good job. So grab a quick drink. Let's take a rest. And then we're going to go back to the lunges again. Now for your lunge, remember we're doing that stationary lunge. So we're doing all one side, unilateral. Okay. And we're going to go for 12 reps. So let's start with the left leg. Bring the right one back. And let's get ready. Here we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So keep it going. Abs tight. 5, 6. Now breathe out as you come up. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Okay, switch the feet. Keeping that back heel off the floor, focusing on the toes. Get ready. And then here we go for 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it going. 4, keeping those abs nice and tight. Don't let them go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 2 more. 1, and then 2. All right, good job, guys. Okay, shake it out a little bit. That's some hard work on that one. Okay, and then on the next one, we're going to do the side step. So side step, just to refresh, and squat down. Okay, so let's get ready. Here we go. So side step, we got 1, 2, 3. So keep it going. 4, abs are nice and tight. 5, remember that chest comes a little bit forward. 6, 7, 8, nice controlled tempo. 9, 10. Let's aim for 5. 1, 2, 3, almost there. 4, last one, and 5. Good job, nice work. Okay, so let's bring it back to center. We're gonna do our calf raises, so either holding a dumbbell at the chest or maybe 2 at the side, and then nice big lift up. So we're gonna go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good, 10, let's aim for 5, big squeeze at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. All right, okay, that was the conclusion of the third round and third exercise. So let's grab a quick little drink, and then we're gonna move on to a little bit more of upper body combined with some of the lower body. Okay, so the next exercise we're gonna do, we've got a side lateral raise with the elbows bent, and then we have a bent over rear fly, and then after that one we're going to do some more lunges. We're going to do walking lunges for the next round. Okay, so when you're doing this bent elbow one, I'm just going to step a little bit closer to the screen, taking or paying attention to my bent arm. You want the arms to come out to the sides, and you're bringing them to the shoulder height. Okay, so shoulder height as you lift up, okay? And then making sure that the dumbbell here doesn't rotate down as you lift it up. So you want to make sure that when you look at your arm, you can see maybe like the letter L or just the 90-degree bend at the elbow, okay? All right, so let's get ready. So we're going to aim for 12. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, guys, nice work. Okay, so we're going to move into that rear fly. Now, I'm also going to demo the seated bent over variation. So again, you can use a ball, or you can use a chair, or you can just do standing bend over. So in that bent over position, you want to make sure that whether it's standing bent over or seated bent over, the back is flat. And just a common error that a lot of people make, especially in the seated position, they don't fold far enough forward. So just having a look at the angle of my back, actually a really good way to measure is take your elbows, rest them on the thighs. They look like somewhat they're bented at that 90-degree bend, then you know that you're at a good angle, okay? So I would say probably measuring that way is probably the easiest way to do it. A lot of the time people linger too high up here, and then they're doing the side lateral raise, but they're working a different muscle, okay? So be aware of that. So in that forward fold, you're gonna lift those arms out to the sides. You wanna see those dumbbells in the peripheral vision. All right, so let's get ready. Here we go. Big lift up. So we got 1, 2, 3, keep it going, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1 and 2. Good. All right. So when you did that movement, I hope that you felt it more in the posterior delt, so right back here as you were lifting the arms out to the sides. Okay. So next one we're going to do the walking lunge. Okay. Now, if you have space, great. What you're going to do is you're going to do a few walking lunges forward, maybe. Okay. Depending, you could do like whatever space you have. You could do 3, 4, 5, whatever, and then turn around and then lunge it back the other way. And if you don't have a lot of space and you're working in a pretty tight living room area, and you can't really walk that far, then maybe just do the alternating lunges forward and back, okay? So forward and back. Now I'm gonna time you for this exercise, so let's get ready for 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. And we're gonna work for 45 seconds. So you're gonna pace yourself through the movement number 1. And just remember that it's a nice slow tempo. You're not rushing the movement. but you're still sort of like propelling yourself forward and working at a good pace. All right, so let's keep that going. Just watching you on the clock here. All right. You're almost there, guys. You got 15 seconds left. So keep it going. You guys are doing awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, good job. Okay, so grab a drink. Well-deserved rest period on that one. Then we're going to go back. We're going to do one more round of that set, and then we're going to cool it down. You guys have worked hard today. Good job. Triceps are difficult. Okay. Okay, now as you guys are resting up, I'm just going to refresh your memory on the lateral raises. So this one, I had you bend your elbows at 90 degrees to practice the movement on that one. Okay, so let's get ready, get into position. So knees are bent, abs are tight, and then a nice big lift to the side. We'll aim for 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's keep it going, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, we have one more, and 12. Okay, good job. Okay, so in that bent over position, we're going to do those arms out to the sides again. So remember what I said about that folding forward, making sure the back is flat. Okay, so let's get in position for that one. And let's get ready. Abs are tight. And then nice big lift to the side. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We have a couple more. We have 8 there. 9, 10. Last 2, 1, and 2. All right. Good job. Okay, so moving on to the walking lunges. So like I said, you can either do your walking lunges around your space, or you can just alternate the feet from side to side without the actual propelling forward in motion. Okay, so I'm going to time you 45 seconds. So let's get ready in 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So remember that when you're doing your lunge, that in that step forward, you've got the heel off the floor the whole time. So don't let that heel connect with the floor behind you. It's a little bit harder to get that heel to connect or to accidentally connect the heel to the floor when you're in motion in that one. Sometimes it's more when you're doing the stationary movement. Okay, so we have 10 seconds left in this set, so let's keep it going. It's so nice, I don't have to count. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so let's rest up, grab a drink, and then we're gonna stretch it out together. So good job on that one. Okay. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, we're gonna stretch out the quadricep. Okay, so you may need a wall or chair for stability. If you can't reach the back there, your knee doesn't bend to that degree, just do a little bit of side to side just to work, get that stretched out a little bit, okay? And then just change it over to the other side. So balance here. So nice big reach up. Okay. Good, and then relax. And then let's bring the feet nice and wide. Let's just sink into the one side, driving the hips back behind you. Hold the stretch, and then just gently switch over to the other side. Hold the stretch. And then over to the other side again, hold the stretch. And then one more on the other side. And then we'll bring it back to center. So let's just walk the feet in. So we're just going to pivot over to the one side, press the heel to the floor. You can start with whatever foot you want because we're still going to do both sides. And just remember to breathe here, don't hold the breath. And then change over to the other side. And then we'll bring it back to center here, stretching the arms, big lift up. You did a nice big full body work today. So just getting a little bit of everything in there. And then reach to the left, stretching the sides. And then over to the right. And then we'll come back to center, bring the arms down. Let's connect the palms together, draw the shoulder blades together, stretching it out up on the upper body. Okay, and then let's release. Bring the right arm across, the left arm underneath. Let's hug it in. And then over to the other side. Just hugging it in. Okay, and then just a few shoulder rolls. I have marbles in my mouth. And then to the other direction. So nice shoulder rolls. Oh, I did it again. Rolls. All right. And then one more big lift to the sky here. And then right up on those toes. And then lower it all down. All right. Nice work today, guys. Good job. I hope you enjoyed the program today. Straight up weight training. We didn't even get core work in today, but that's okay. There's lots of other programs that have tons of core work in them. So it's just nice to just pump some iron today together. All right, good job. And we'll see you back here real soon. Take care. Bye for now.